this fantastic person was Emmit J. McHenry. So Emmit J. McHenry grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, attending Stewart Elementary School, then Carver Middle School, and finally Booker T. Washington High School. He received his bachelor's in communications from the University of Denver in 1966. He enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, where he attained the rank of lieutenant. McHenry earned his master's degree in communications from Northwestern University in 1979. He started as an IBM systems engineer and later served as assistant dean and instructor at Northwestern University. With Gary Dessler, Ty Grisby, and Ed Peters, he founded his first full-time entrepreneurial venture, Network Solutions. The company commercialized the TCP/IP protocol for packet-switched computer network interoperability and went on to become the manager of the domain name system, DNS, registry, granting .com's registrations. McHenry has been part of founding a number of companies. His accolades include honorary doctorate from Shaw University, the Marine Corps Sunset Parade Guest of Honor for his contributions to the nation's C4 capacity, and the Chairman's Award for the History, Black Colleges and Universities Foundation. He is currently CEO in partnership with his son Kurt of Acura, the telecommunication systems integrator, and chairman and CEO of Defense Manufacturing.
All right, Cameron, thank you. That was awesome. Without further ado, we're going to hear just a little clip of Emmit McHenry. Again, he was our guest last year at our Tech Summit, and we're so glad. Let's take a listen. Emmit J. McHenry. Y'all got some homework to do. You're going to Google research, not you as in Neil and Cameron. I'm talking about this audience in our virtual audience. Emmit J. McHenry. Look him up. Let's stay tuned.
And I read something in Fortune magazine. It was a piece on AT&T and IBM and who's going to be the big winners between voice and quotes data communications in the big growth markets. And suddenly I had this idea that the world is changing. There's going to be a dramatic transformation. There's going to be a convergence of voice and data communications. And it was that small tickle in my brain that really was the beginning of founding Network Solutions. The beauty of Network Solutions has been, for me, is the number of my fellow teammates who started their own businesses. The first thing I do is try to have them understand that imagination is important, that to be able to have fantasies is important, that reading is important, that science fiction is a theater to creativity. You know, it's all about the numbers. Numbers make a difference. If you understand how to manipulate numbers, it does something to the brain. Physics, understanding physics, does something to your neurology. And if you do those kinds of things, those things will support you because your brain is elastic. So I really kind of started working with students on elasticity. I've really been blessed that some of the students I've worked with have done well. There are some brilliant young people. The media tells us about all the negatives. The people who are in trouble. There's brilliance. We have more brilliant young people today than ever.
If anyone can take an amalgam and turn it into gold, to polish it and figure out what's going on, it's Emmit. And it's a complex string of technologies and concepts. Little did I know that Emmit was not just going to be this notable entrepreneur who had this personality that everyone talked about. And it's a natural thing, I think, for Emmit. And you see that in his business transactions. You see that in the way he works with people. Seldom do you see Emmit talk about just a business matter. It's the exchange of consciousness that you first feel when you talk to Emmit. It's the possibilities. It's the full range of emotions that you share. And out of that, creativity bounds.
One cannot rest on one's laurels. One cannot become satisfied. One can acknowledge success, but still strive. I think in all segments of our American society. We have to find that delicate balance between aggressively working for change and enjoying the success of change.
Wow, my hero, truly my hero. And that is, my gosh, Emmit J. McHenry. Special love and shout out to him. A lot of these people we're introducing you to are still living today. He lives on the East Coast, and last I heard, he may be, well, I don't want to put the cat out the bag here, but yeah, currently lives on the East Coast. I'll just keep it there because I don't know what information is private, but had the opportunity to speak to him several times over the telephone. And I tell you, it is really just amazing to be in the presence of such greatness and the contributions that these individuals have given to technology. Neil, Cameron, any thoughts before we go to our next guest?
It's amazing because it's so historic, and for that kind of mantle to be, you know, with African Americans, it's really empowering that he's the one who started the, as you put it, the .com phenomenon, right? That's really cool.
I'd like to add that he talked about like the elasticity of the brain and keeping your brain active and everything. And, you know, once someone like stops like trying to improve and, you know, you get stagnant and stuff, that's when it all like begins to fall apart. So, you know, just always trying to reach that next level of greatness it's good words, what he said.
Wow. Well, I just tell you, shout out to Emmit J. McHenry.